Bradbury. This was double coverage. He had support from the safety. They were going to bracket him, and he ran right past both of them.
Another big play and a first down for Miami.
I think he's made number 10 his own, that's for sure. And his speed.
The route that Tyreek Hill is running. He knows against this defense where that spot is. You see where Tyreek Hill.
This ISO back on the backside. Tua comes out looking to his left the entire time, and Tyreek Hill just one-on-one.
Hill, and like if it was Pooh Bear, you think of this as a 100-acre wood, and that's the honey hole right there.
Who's Christopher? A lot of receiving categories, including yards.
Yeah, and the best thing about this is the timing. This ball is thrown.
Formationally, you line up right here in the slot, but you know you're man-to-man because Jamin Davis followed the running back out there, so you're going to get that opportunity. And anytime you've got an opportunity, where you going? Number 10, right? So dynamic.
He's for a while, got back in, and now this.
Yeah, third down and long. You're going to put corners on islands. DJ Reed is very good, but you're talking about one of one.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the score, taunting by the offense, number 10. New York has elected to enforce.
19-yard pickup.
Both these teams doing an exceptional job all year and today.
And they got two guys assigned to them. They got one at the line of scrimmage, Stephon Gilmore. And then they got a safety. Yeah, just great timing here. Watch, he's selling the inside vertical, gives a little outside stick.
Guy changing a team. You don't throw this football unless you're throwing that to Tyreek.
Really love the call. Put Tyreek Hill in motion. Does this more than anybody else. Give him a chance to get a running start and simply run by Trent McDuffie. 2nd and 1, they go play action. Throw it up to their best player. Tyreek Hill finishes it.
5 yards in the air. Okay, if you want to play press man against Tyreek Hill, if you don't get your hands on.
One-on-one against Michael Davis to the corner. What a day. Wilson comes in motion. He's going to sit down. That draws the attention of Spillane. So the underneath coverage is up tight. That creates a window. You hit him in stride. Nobody's catching Tyreek.
On the outside, working against their best now, remaining Christian Benford. And nobody wants to try and cover this guy.
Playing zone. In a critical moment, they went back to what they've been all year, which is man. You see now the issue. It's hard to tackle these quicks and screens.
Mathis has a hold of the arm and the jersey of Hill.
And then Tyreek is just going to drive down the field. So they achieved a little balance by getting Craycraft open on the other.
Down to the 45 of Carolina.
Well, and you can see they're worried about him running past him, so putting the brakes on a comeback.
16 yards. And how about them finding the levels of the throwing game? Because what they're doing is trying to find that level. Remember the first play when they got to Achane on the quick toss and he took it upfield? This time they
the reaction of defensive backs on the back end. I mean, they are backpedaling as fast as they can, plus the fact
Big Hill out there making the adjustment to the football. Look at, gets on top of the DBs right off the bat, and then just
explosive play to the 46.
Well, another Miami explosive play and another 100-yard receiving day for Tyreek Hill as he goes over 100.
They get to the 26.
Or at least for the Dolphins' sake, you hope it's just cramping up, because
I thought earlier on he had made a move like this too. Look at the accelerator.
All they want to do is get right inside that safety right there, throw it, and Tua has all the guts in the world.
Yeah, just look at the cushion. The speed that Tyreek Hill threatens you with just puts these defenders.
You got to keep an eye on him. The out-breaking routes, they typically don't really gas you with those. It's mostly the in.
I think Tyreek's feel of zone, push up vertical and cross, but I love the fact that the motion changed it from a two-man surface, two guys over.
I love how they move Hill around. He's a lot of times motioning out of there, but you got a safety on a running back, and that running back in this case.
Different concept, similar design. Wilson goes to the inside to draw the attention of the safety Merrick, and then drops down. Derwin James was dropping down, so that left one-on-one to the outside. J.C. Jackson
comes across the field, and then he just feels Duggar right there, and then he's going to stop. Tua rolling to his left. Hill stops. And again, it's that chemistry.
Kansas City, but he has not had big numbers going against Buffalo in the 3 games last year.
Well, that's because they do a good job.
By Tyreek Hill. The Chargers only rush 3. Tua steps up in the pocket, and he sees Tyreek Hill one-on-one on that right side.
Charger territory.
He's as quick as a hiccup, as you said, Kevin, but he's also strong as a running back, and he reminded us of that in meetings yesterday. Said a lot of defensive backs.
The defense he goes against 11-yard pickup here.
Well, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to eliminate the big play. They're trying to take away some of the big up-the-field play.
30-yard catch and run, first down.
Well, this is the risk you take when you go man-to-man against this Dolphins team. The motion by Tyreek Hill.
Inside guy goes, but look how far inside Duggar is. There's no way he could cover Tyreek Hill. So the motion that they did set up the perfect situation.
Hill in a little squat position. You kind of see him, you kind of don't. Goes on that flex style motion, and as soon as he cuts back, he is out the gate. Now the problem is, you say, well, take the right angle to pursue. He's so...
Robbie Chosen is lined up on the right. He's going to come in and sit down. Keep an eye on the safety, but then it's Tyreek Hill moving his way to the back. This is what the defense sees. Watch off the play fake. He gets his eyes. He's looking at Chosen. The safety jumps it, which allows Tyreek Hill.
One of their bread and butter plays, and it just so far for Tavai to be able to get into this window. There is just so much space, and he's running as fast as he can, but when Tua has that kind of timing, an inside and an outside player, because he's just gonna run right past it. You saw the same thing last week in Philly, and if you don't disrupt him, you have no chance. There's absolutely no chance.